Hi students, welcome to Geography Maps and Current Affairs. So here we're gonna see about Karakoram Wildlife Sanctuary, which is recently in news because government has given an approval for constructing the road along this region. So before getting into the theoretical current affairs, we need to understand the clear-cut image and map point of view of this wildlife sanctuary. Here, most of the snow-covered regions of this Karakoram Hills is being segregated as a wildlife sanctuary of this region. When you come to the locational map, better we need to know about Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh region, some important wildlife sanctuary and national parks. So that will give a better understanding of the concept. First, let's start with Karakoram, Nubra, Shiok Wildlife Sanctuary, which means Nubra and Shiok are the two important rivers flowing along this region. So it creates a significantly that name. But here, Karakoram Wildlife Sanctuary is located in this region. You can indicate this V shape below this one. So here, India map you wanna mark means you can have a clear cut idea. And other than that, if you compare, there are many other important. To the south of Karakoram, we have Hemis National Park, and in Jammu and Kashmir, you can see Salim Ali, Dachingam, Kishtwar National Parks. These three are stands to be very significant. So you need to remember. And also here, Volar regions. Here you can see. And other than that, Gulmarg and many other names are given. No need to try to mug up, but just remember which are important, particularly what I had told you. So now you have an idea, and also here remember this point, this is very important. Somari tends to be also very important for your exam point of view. This is a map related study. So where they are located. We are studying Karakoram, but along with that, try to remember other things also for better learning. Now, when you study the hills, you will have a clear-cut idea of this national parks and their locations. So when you are coming from south to the north of our Himalayas, Karakoram lies to the way north, which means the highest points of our greater Himalayan ranges. If you go beyond it, it comes under the Trans-Himalayan ranges. So here, when you come from south, the lowest Himalayan ranges, which means Shivaliks, we call it as a Pirpanjal ranges, where the human settlements are higher in number and the temperature is also moderate, and you cannot find any snow cover along this region. And next comes the greater Himalayas, which is Zaskar ranges and Ladakh ranges. Then comes the Karakoram ranges. These three ranges stands to be very significant. You need to remember in a clear format. Between the Pirpanjal ranges and greater Himalayas, the valley region, mostly the Jammu Valley we call it as, in this region, here we can see the Salim Ali National Park, Kazinag National Park, Dachingam National Park and Kishtwar National Park. These are all along this region. So high amount of vegetation and also lifestyle animal, everything is present over this region. Now you had got a clear-cut idea, and also this Karakoram ranges, along that only our Karakoram Wildlife Sanctuary is located. So whenever you are going to this subject, you need to have a clear-cut idea of this regional map. So here in Jammu and Kashmir, if you compare, this is the region of the Jammu and Kashmir which has been divided recently. So here you can see north we can get Kishan Ganga, and also when you come down here you have a Jhelum river flowing. Along with it we have Ular a lake formed, and also Dal lake near the Srinagar. And next Pirpanjal ranges here. After that you get the Dauladar ranges. And next you have the southernmost part of our Jammu Kashmir where a Chenab river is flowing along it. So now you got a clear cut idea. That's it. So now we go to the next geopolitical map of our Jammu and Kashmir. When you study the geopolitical map, which means you need to have a clear cut idea of the regions, because continuously they will be present in the news, and mostly this will be trending in the news also. This part to the eastern is called Akshay Chin, mostly border to the China. And next see this Shagam, this is also bordering to the China, and here along the Pakistan Gilgit Baltistan region, where it is under the control of Pakistani some terrorist we call. So here, and this is more continuously in present in the news. Here Gilgit this region, Baltistan this region, Shaksgan, Nagar and Hunza Valley, remember this is the northernmost part. And next when it comes to the Indian control territory, Nubra Valley, so this part is control of India, and here Kargil and Zanskar. And next this Leh, where most amount of the tourism has been happening. And when you come to the Kashmir, Kashmir is divided into several geopolitical regions. Gure is in the north, and here comes the North Pirpanjal, Central Pirpanjal, South Pirpanjal, and here comes the Potawar. And next Kashmir Valley. Kashmir Valley, you know, it's mostly a very fertile land, and most of the cultivation has been happening over this region. Now we had clearly studied the theory, so now you have an idea of this region. Now we go to the So the image and map pointing has been over. We go to the theory part. So here Jammu and Kashmir, which is a union territory, and Ladakh, which is union territory, both has been separated. And this Karakoram Wildlife Sanctuary is bordering to the two regions. And also here Hemis and Diosai National Park are close to this proximity of this national park. And when you come to the terrain, most of this region is snow covered and alpine fields and deep ravines has been formed. The temperature is very colder. It will be standing from 0 to 10 degrees Celsius. When you come to the geographical excellences over this region, we can see Saltora Kangri, Saser Kangri and K12 ranges are peaks that has been present over this region. And also rivers you study, Shiok and Nubra are the two important rivers along this so-called wildlife sanctuary. Vegetation, most of the part is alpine vegetation, medicinal plants and cold desert flora plants and most endemic, and which means those belong to that regions only. Rare species have been found. And when you come to the fauna, animal life over the Ural, Argali, Tibetan gazelle, Siberian ibex, and snow leopard, these are all the types of animals you can find over there. And when you come to the plant varieties here, Rosia webiana, Ephedra, Caragana, these are all present over this region. Mostly you can see here broad-leaved shrubs and these things can be found. And no, we know why it is in the news, because Karakoram Wildlife Sanctuary, National Board of Wildlife has given the permission to build a road along this region, so it can help along the line of actual control. So this is very important strategically for our India. So that's it. So we had clear cut idea of this region and all the content. Hope you like it. If you like, kindly keep following. This is me SPR signing off. Have a nice day.